These are UFC fights that will break the internet. Starting with Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. This fight would make the internet explode. Let's start with Topuria. What this guy did in his last 3 fights is insane. Knocked out Volkanovski, then Max Holloway, a guy who's never been knocked out. Vacated the featherweight belt, moved up to lightweight, and knocked Oliveira out in the first round to claim the title. His striking is elite. He hits hard, accurate, and knows how to finish fights fast. But here's the crazy part. He comes from a Greco-Roman wrestling background. At 5'6", he's the same height as Volkanovski, who actually gave Islam Makhachev trouble before. That low center of gravity makes him tough to control on the ground. If Topuria can keep the fight standing, he has the tools to really beat up Islam, land heavy shots, and make it a long, brutal night for the champ. Then there is Islam Makhachev. He moved up to welterweight and beat JDM via dominance, proving he can dominate bigger opponents just as easily as smaller ones. Islam's grappling is next level, world-class sambo, relentless pressure, and cardio that never reaches empty. Once he gets you on the ground, he controls the fight almost completely. But against someone like Topuria, a knockout artist with wrestling as his background, it's not going to be that simple. He can't just rely on takedowns. He'll need to mix in his striking, pick his shots carefully, and avoid getting hit by Topuria's heavy hands. If Islam can impose his wrestling and keep the fight on the mat, he could grind Topuria down and take the win. But it's going to be a real chess match, and a lot of it comes down to who imposes their style first. Dana, please make this fight happen. I promise I won't use a Russian link. I'll pay for the fight.
The lie detective determined that was a lie.
Next up, we have Jon Jones coming back from retirement versus Tom Aspinall in the White House. 2 heavy hitters, 2 different styles. Jones, the legendary former champ with his unorthodox striking, long reach, and world-class wrestling, versus Aspinall, a knockout artist who's been tearing through the heavyweight division with raw power and speed that's scary for any opponent. Jones has the experience, the IQ, and the ability to control distance like no one else. But Aspinall is young, explosive, and can end fights in a single shot. If Aspinall can cut the cage, close the distance, and land clean, he could shock the world. On the other hand, if Jones keeps the fight smart, mixing striking and clinch work, he's tough to beat. And let's be real here, the setting alone would make this fight iconic. Make this happen, Dana White. Where's my debit card? Here. Next up, we have Alex Pereira moving to heavyweight to go up against Tom Aspinall, 2 of the most dangerous fighters in the sport, colliding at heavyweight. Pereira brings terrifying power, elite boxing, and some of the most devastating left hooks and leg kicks we've ever seen in the UFC. One clean shot from Alex and the fight can end instantly. It doesn't matter who you are. And Pereira is just massive. Every time he does a face-off, he looks way bigger than his opponent. The guy can easily move up to heavyweight. But across from him is Tom Aspinall, a heavyweight who moves like a middleweight, fast hands, real boxing, serious knockout power, and underrated grappling. Aspinall isn't just dangerous on the feet. If he senses Pereira overcommitting, he can level change and put this fight on the ground, where Alex has been vulnerable before. This fight would be madness, pure chaos. And again, Dana, make this happen. I will actually pay. This time I'll pay with Apple Pay.